Today I'm being joined by the Managing Director of the Rural Electrification Agency, talking about Abba Aliyu. Nice to have you join my talk today.
Nice meeting you, Esho. Thank you for having me.
All right. Yeah, rural electrification. 46 years it was a campaign manifesto in Nigeria, and we're still talking about rural electrification. And there is a statistic. In 2024, it was said that 86 million Nigerians do not have access to electricity, making Nigeria the country with the largest population without electricity in the world. This is embarrassing. How do you feel about this?
Well, like you said, absolutely. It's I wouldn't say it's embarrassing, but it's definitely a point of concern. I didn't even know that the MPN 46 years back was part of their campaign slogan. But we need to contextualize the situation. Why are we still having the challenge from that up to this moment? One of the key things, if you look at the World Bank statistics, you realize that the rate at which we are electrifying the areas that do not have electricity, or the rural areas or the peri-urban, vis-a-vis with the rate at which population is growing, it's not in commensurate rate. Population is growing at a rate of about 30%, but electrification rate is about 1.1%. So that is one of the mismatch. And the second mismatch is the lack of investment over this period of time. There wasn't any structured investment in addressing electricity access challenge in the country. But I must also say that for the first time in the history of this country, this is the first time where the government developed a structured method of addressing the electricity access gap. As you mentioned, I would also tell you that the present government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu signed, one of the key things they have done is signing the first and the biggest public sector funding in the renewable energy in the entire world. A $750 million project, which in the first 6 months of his assumption in office was one of the first things that was signed and approved to electrify 17.5 million Nigerians.
First 6 months of his administration?
It was signed. That funding was signed.
Help us measure between that time and now. What have you achieved with that?
Fantastic. Between there and now, we have now started building 42 interconnected mini grids. 42, working with 7 distribution companies. This is targeting areas that do not have reliable sources. And this is to inject at least 100 megawatt of clean, reliable electricity into the national grid. This was also on the basis that we had already implemented the Nigerian electrification project, through which we built over 300 mini grid, deploy over 1.1 million solar home systems, build the biggest solar project at the various universities, 15 universities, all completed, all working. If you go, for example, the University of Abuja now, the entire university, including the staff quarters, are on the 30 megawatt interconnected mini grids that we built. All this
When you say mini grid, you mean solar now?
Yes, solar mini grid, absolutely. Solar mini grid. And the essence of that, the wisdom behind that is the present government understands, you're dealing with a minister of power who understands finance, who is a financial guy. So the main thing is, what is the least cost of addressing this challenge of access? This 86 million, where are they? Where are the communities? What is the cheapest means of providing them this electricity? Rather than just continue to build transmission line, build distribution line to these communities, we need to ask ourselves, is it the most viable way of providing them this electricity? So that was the first thing we did. That is why we started the distributed renewable energy framework, where we now build the plant in the communities that do not have the electricity, build distribution network, meter them, put SCADA, and get them going. And this has been working. Here in Abuja, I give you an example. Go to Kwali, there's a community called Peti. You will see 2 of our mini grids, 100 kilowatts, that has been working for over 5 years. Go to Kilankwa, you will see another 2 of our interconnected mini grids serving there. Go to Nasarawa Toto in Nasarawa, see the first interconnected mini grid.
Mr. Abba, quite interesting, all these statistics you are reeling out. But to the ordinary man, he does not have electricity yet. And this 86 million we're talking about have not really changed. This was 2024. So how has this translated to me having electricity?
You need to also understand the thinking of the government. Government is targeting different clusters of people to address the electricity access. The mandate of Rural Electrification Agency is to target 2 clusters of people. Within the 86 million, about 40 million of them did not see electricity. There wasn't any electrification infrastructure in those communities. So it's one of our targets. And those are the people that we are targeting, not someone like you who already, your house is connected to the distribution network. So you are not to a large extent is not working. Yes, you are not one of our customers. So our customers are people in those rural areas. And you are saying that you are not feeling the impact of that. But those people, if you go there, they will tell you. If you go to the Nasaran Toto, for example, like I told you, tell them that you do not, there's no electricity access. They will challenge you.
And what is the cost of that on the communities? How do they pay for it?
So because of learning from the lessons of the on-grid, in each mini grid we deployed, apart from putting the generation plant, a distribution network, we metered all the communities 100%. We put SCADA system. From my phone, you can see all our mini grids. You can see how much they are generating, what is the rate at which they are generating. And the people within the communities, they use their mobile phones to buy their token, to power their meters at their homes. As we build this mini grid, it is catalyzing financial inclusion and catalyzing economic development within these communities. It gives them access to electricity to do a lot of economic activities, and also give them the access to be using the smartphones and be included in the financial inclusion, because they open their accounts, they open bank accounts, be able to use their bank account to buy the tokens.
Let me ask you this.